You probably know the feeling, sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.
O ancestors, blacker than 1,000 midnights. African ancestors, it is to you that we, your children, give respect and honor. O ancestors, we call upon you and welcome you in this place. African ancestors, let your presence fill this place. O ancestors who have been purposely excluded from the history book so that the world may not know of your greatness. Our African ancestors who gave civilization to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the arts to the world. Our African ancestors who gave philosophy to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the sciences to the world. Our African ancestors who gave mathematics to the world. Our African ancestors who gave music to the world. Our African ancestors who gave God consciousness to the world. O ancestors, we thank you for devoting your life to make a future for us, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Now stand with us, strengthen us, guide us, teach us, and protect us from the snare of our enemies. Rise up, O African ancestors, and let our enemies be scattered. And give us the wisdom and the boldness to deal with our oppressors and those who would hinder the liberation and empowerment of our people. Rise up, O African ancestors, and live in us, and we will not fail to honor you. We will not fail to respect you. We will not fail to hear you, and we will not betray you. Ashe.
You are much stronger than you know. The sun doesn't shine all the time. You gotta have the rain to help you grow. Every day is a battlefield. Feels like the world is after you. You gotta put your armor on. You will make it through. Tough times don't last long. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on. You are much stronger than you know. Tough times don't last long. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on. You are much stronger than you know. I know it's been crazy, but you can't lose the pride in what you have and who you are. Continue to fight. I know that it's worn you down. You gotta fight to survive. You are something special. Continue to shine. Tough times don't last long. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on. You are much stronger than you know. Tough times don't last long. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on. You are much stronger than you know.
Show me a good time and drive me crazy. Put me on flights just to disrespect me. Playing with my love, I don't deserve it. Guess I gotta show you what my worth is. Red eye comes through, tickets and you had a plan. Love me some moves, I get away way I'll give this a chance. Something new but new. Being here with you makes me feel brand new. Yeah. Maybe this could be something I'm missing. Take me to New Orleans. Ask me where I wanna go, it's New Orleans. Get me there and bring me through some other shit. I ain't having no more fun in New Orleans. It's not for me, you should've brought that other chick. A phone call, texting, revealed it all to me. Can't believe we're here, apologizing, you ain't sorry. This trip was all for me, at least it was supposed to be. Maybe I'm tripping, yeah. Don't know what I'm missing, I got clear vision, wasn't in New Orleans. Show me a good time and drive me crazy. Put me on flights just to disrespect me. Playing with my love, I don't deserve it. Guess I gotta show you what my worth is. Show me a good time and drive me crazy. I ain't having no more fun in New Orleans.
Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 25, and today's date is January the 30th, 2021. And at the top of the hour, we always do the prayer to the African ancestors. So we always give thanks for them. And right after that, we played Keep On by Art. And you just heard NOLA, New Orleans, NOLA, by Lonnie Boheme of Chakra Music. So we definitely appreciate those particular songs that we played. And if you're just now tuning in, we were just talking about Subway, Eat Fresh, talking about Subway, the yoga mat issues with the chemicals they were using on the in the bread. From the same chemicals that they used to create the yoga mat was the same chemical they were putting in the bread of Subway. Also, McDonald's was using it. Chick-fil-A, I say Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, White Castle, and Jack in the Box was also using that particular chemical in the bread. Now, if you want to look that particular chemical up, I'm going to spell it for you because it's definitely hard for me to pronounce. If I can't pronounce the chemical, I cannot eat it unless we break it down into layman's terms. So it's azotocarbonine. So it's A as in apple, Z as in zebra, O, D as in dog, I, C as in car, A as in apple, R, B as in boy, O, N as in Nancy, A, M as in Mary, I, D, E, E as in Edward. So go do your research on that. Check it out for yourself. And also with Subway, talking about the fake tuna. They're not using real tuna. They're using something else, and a concoction is what they call it. Now, we don't know what the concoction is. It can be a lot of things in that concoction, but it's not tuna. I repeat, it is not tuna at all. They're not even telling you what the concoction is and what makes the concoction. That's crazy. Also, I don't know if y'all have heard about, I just heard about this yesterday. I saw it on the meme and I just kept scrolling. I saw it happening somewhere else and I just, I didn't pay attention to it until it was brought to my attention about T.I. and Tiny. The rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny have issued a statement in response to the sexual abuse allegations or the sexual abuse accusations made by the latter's best friend Sabrina Peterson. In the statement, they have strongly denied the allegations. So the allegations basically was Sabrina was held at gunpoint. Sabrina has also alleged that rapper T.I. had held a gun pointed at her head. She has also taken to her Instagram to challenge T.I. and Tiny by uploading a video of her evaluation of the lie detector test she took. In the caption of the post, she wrote that there was only one way to keep her opinions credible, which was by taking a lie detector test. Sabrina has also alleged that T.I. and Tiny are lying about her. Tiny, too, has come forward to defend her husband from Sabrina's allegations. What are the allegations? The allegations is that it was a sex party happening. She arrived at the sex party. They had drugged her. Allegedly had drugged her. Allegedly forced their way on to her. T.I. and Tiny forced their way on her. Gunpoint as well, to perform sex, to do sexual activity. You know what I mean? And T.I. has now came out and said, you know, in so many words, T.I. came out and said, look, you know, me and my wife do get down like that. You know what I mean? But we don't have to drug nobody. That's what he said. He said, look, we do. I'm not going to explain to y'all what goes on in my bedroom, just as you shouldn't explain what goes on in your bedroom. And whatever that me and Tiny do, you know what I'm saying, it is with consenting adults. He said it's with consenting adults, and we don't have to drug nobody to do what we like to do. All right. I'm going to pause it right there because Hollywood is very weird. Hollywood is very weird. That's why we call it Hollyweird. It's very weird. There's a lot of, he was also accused of sex trafficking. You know what I mean? Just recently, before I say something about that, I was riding in the Uber this morning and I saw someone had spray painted on a building that was boarded up. And they said, stop senior trafficking. And I'm like, are they trafficking old folk? They're sexually trafficking old people, like the elderly. Wow. So back to T.I., you know, he was also accused of that. He said he has no part of that at all. You know, in so many words, him and Tiny do get down like that, but, you know, they don't have to drug nobody up at all. You know what I'm saying? So, don't have to drug nobody up at all to do what they enjoy doing, right? And I found that very odd. I found that to be, okay, I dig it. I understand, because Hollywood is Hollyweird. I understand in this industry there is a lot of BS that goes down, you know, to get a record deal, to get recognition, to be on top of the heap. And from talking to the elders of of what we call hip hop, as we talk to like Professor Griff, Public Enemy, or we'll talk to Black Dot, these particular brothers, and there are sisters who are talking about this too, that there is a weird aspect to what we love dear, the music and the industry, and doors that these sex parties that happen within the industry. You know, I know you guys have heard about I can't think of the brother's name right now, but he did talk about him going to a party. And with him going to a party, he was asked to go into another room with Quincy Jones. And he refused to do that because there was so many other unrighteous things that was going on at this party. He had to bounce. And I think that's when he met Superhead and all that other good stuff. But at any rate, there are things that happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here saying that Sabrina is lying. I wouldn't dare do that. I wouldn't sit here and say that T.I. is lying. I wouldn't sit here and say that Tiny is lying. But, these three know each other very intimately, friends, and they know each other. So we have to keep a close eye on this and see how this story develops and what happens with it. Just keep an eye out on it, and just, send out your energy to Sabrina. Send out your energy to that sister, that she will be covered going through this particular issue or this situation, that she's covered, and that no hurt, harm, or danger would come upon her, because it seems like she may be in a fight by herself, and may not have the resources like T.I. and Tiny have. She's a blogger, but she may not have those particular resources that Tiny and T.I. may have. So, just keep an eye out on it. Just keep an eye out on it and see how all of this develops. If it goes away, or if it will continue on. Because sometimes when things like this happens, that artist may have an album coming out, or they may be doing something big and it hasn't been released yet. But just keep an eye out on it, though. All right. So big up to all the Black sisters who are out there who maybe have these allegations on the table, and they're fighting a fight by themselves. So we want to keep those sisters in our positive notes and prayers as well. All right. And during that time, when I found that out, before that, when we found that out, you know what? Let me go to a musical break, because I want to break this segment up right here so we can get into the topic of today. We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
On this journey, there's been some twists and turns, but you live and learn to fight fear with fight. No matter how low I go, elevation is my desire. Oh, love has brought me this.
Anthem Blue Cross and Common Threads are helping schools across the country learn about healthier food preparation. And here in LA, they're joined by the Sparks and will provide education, recipes, and knowledge to students and families about healthier options. Learn more at anthem.com/CA/Sparks. Anthem Blue Cross is the trade name of Blue Cross of California.
Check out great deals throughout the store at Safeway. This week at Safeway, get mega packs of USDA Choice boneless beef chuck roast for $3.97 per pound with digital coupon, limit 2 packages. Plus, Hass avocados are 10 for $10 member price. And get Fuji apples for just 77 cents per pound with digital coupon. Also this week at Safeway, get selected varieties of Lucerne milk gallons for the member price of $3.99 each when you buy 2. Visit Safeway.com or head into your local store for more deals.
And I'd be a fool not to trust my heart. One who believes will succeed. I believe I had everything that I need. Nothing will hold me down. Nothing will hold me down. As long as I keep my head to the sky. I'll keep moving, gaining higher ground, and everything will be alright. No, life ain't always a crystal stair. Steady moving, climbing, feeling like you're going nowhere. Constantly striving to be your best, and struggle can make you feel like your work is worthless. But remember, love has brought you this far, and you'd be a fool not to trust your heart. One who believes will succeed. I believe you have everything that you need.
Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 25, season 3. And today's date is January the 30th, 2021. I'm trying to set y'all back. You know what I mean? I'm trying to set y'all, because January is moving fast as a mug, Joe, ain't it? And, speaking on celebrities, speaking on those who have paved the way for us, mentally, physically, spiritually, and those who had made a huge contribution to the world. We'll be remiss if I don't bring this person's name up. I will before the show's over. It's just I have to bring this person's name up because she has done so much for us as being a beacon of light. No matter if it's good and bad, she has been a beacon of light. No matter what the toils and stripes are, no matter the ups and downs, no matter if she's seen or unseen, no matter if, we don't, we don't appreciate her, because we definitely do. But sometimes when a person passes away and transition to that next realm of life, we want to give them their flowers. And we should have been giving her flowers for 96 years. And I am talking about Cecily Tyson, a pioneer actor, died at the age of 96. Cecily Tyson, the pioneer black actor who gained an Oscar nomination for her role as the sharecropper's wife in Sonder, won a Tony Award in 2013 at the age of 88. What took y'all so long to give her an award? That's what I'm talking about. And touched TV viewers' hearts in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. She died on Thursday at the age of 96. And y'all know me. You should know me. And if you don't, please get to know that I love to do the math. I love to make it numerically. I like to numerically have it to make sense, make it make sense, right? And when we talk about, because 96, boy, man, you have lived a great life. You have lived and seen everything there is to see in this thing we call life. You've seen so many presidents come through. You have seen so many vice presidents come through. You have seen a black president. You have seen a black vice female president. You have seen all of these things, right? And when I'm dealing with the numerical thing, numerology, she died at 96. So 9 plus 6 is 15. So we always have to deal with one number. And 1 plus 5 is 6. And numerically, we talk about that being the equality number. We talk of that being equal. We talk about that being a giving birth moment, because or having a child moment, because when we look at the number 6, if you look at the number 6, and let's look at it real quick. When you look at the number 6, it looks like a woman who's pregnant, and she gives birth to the child, or to that idea or that thought, when the 6 is now turned upside down to make a 9, giving birth to that idea, right? So the number 6, on a spiritual note, it deals with numerically, it deals with the scenery. Number 6, numerology, deals with the embodiment. Okay, it deals with the embodiment. of the heart, it also represents the unconditional love and the ability to support and nurture and heal. It is also a powerful force of compassion and empathy. And its warm light is a beacon of hope. Now, the number 6 role is to use his heart and soul to be of service to others. The number 6 in numerology shines partnerships of all kinds, but especially emotional ones. The empath makes others comfortable letting down their guard and being open and honest about their feelings, which allows it to understand and provide the help that's needed. So when we look at the number 6, it's also the number 6 in someone's life who manifested to be devoted, the devout energy. So when we look at our sister, mother of Cecily Tyson, she transitioned at 96. And everything that I said that deals with the numerical number 6, you see it in 96. You see the letter 9, you see the number 9, which is giving birth. You also see the number 6. And also, if you even give it a chance and you look at the 9 and the 6 and get a piece of paper and you write the 9 upside down and you write the 6 upright and put them close together, it looks like a yin and yang symbol. It looks like a yin and yang symbol, which creating balance, the good, the bad, the ugly, the black, the white. You know what I mean? And Cecily Tyson embraced that number 96. You know, the article Associated Press also says that Tyson's death was announced by her family via her manager, Larry Thompson, who did not immediately provide additional details. With heavy heart, the family of Miss Tyson announces her peaceful transition this afternoon, which was Thursday. At this time, please allow the family their privacy, according to a statement issued through Thompson. All right, now let's go through some things that Cecily has done. Beautiful Cecily Tyson has done. A one-time model, Tyson began her screen career with the bit parts, but gained fame in the early 1970s when black women were finally starting to get starring roles. Cecily refused to take parts simply for the paycheck, remaining choosy. Some of us always chasing that bag, but Cecily was like, nah, no, babe, I'm not chasing the bag. And she says, in a quote, it says, I'm very selective. Cecily Tyson says this, I'm very selective, as I've been my whole career, about what I do. Unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person who works only for money. It has to have some real substance for me to do it, she told the Associated Press in 2013. Wow, we would definitely miss Cecily Tyson. You know, also, I do remember watching Harriet Tubman. I had Harriet Tubman on cassette tape. I have the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman on VHS tape as well. You know, and she's always talking about, you know, she was saying that she didn't do it for the money. She did it because she loved what she did, and she was very choosy about her work. So big up to Cecily Tyson and her family. We want to send our condolences to the Tyson family as well. Also, it says that Tyson's memoir, she had a memoir. It's called Just As I Am, was published this week. And I saw through some blurbs that she was married to Miles Davis. Man, so the Miles Davis story that was played by I can't remember the brother's name. Y'all know who he is. Thank you for saying it. So I'm going to keep going. She wasn't in that. We didn't see Cecily Tyson within that whole idea of, the movie Don Cheeto, like Cheetos, like fried Cheetos. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, Don. We didn't see that I didn't see that in the Miles Davis movie. But that's not either here or there. She does have a memoir out that was published this week called Just As I Am, and I think I'm definitely gonna read that. That's gonna be a reader for me, because I'm gonna definitely read that as well. And as we talking about Cecily Tyson, also I've read and I actually heard this on the radio, that Kobe Bryant's wife didn't want anyone to celebrate his life or do a memorial service for him, because she's still feeling the blunt of that. You know what I mean? And everyone showed that respect. But there was some fans who was like, I can't believe she don't want us to. We all love Kobe. It's not about you. It's like, Slim, shut your ass up. This is her husband, the father of her children. So let's grant her that wish and show some respect. Don't be arrogant. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an asshole because you feel a certain way about Kobe when you probably don't even know Kobe. You never seen Kobe. You never went to Kobe's house. You're a fan. You're a super fan. And when I was working at the 930 Club, we called them starfuckers. Like, you a starfucker. Like, allow her family to continue grieving in the process they need to, and respect that, right? So I want to just say, sending those positive energies out to the family who has lost anybody in the celebrity world, at all, for that. So just keep those folks in mind as we move on throughout the course of today and the year. All right. So why am I bringing up celebrities? Why am I even talking about celebrities? Where are we going with this, Enoch? Where are we going with you talking about celebrities and what they've done, what they continue to do, and if they have done anything? We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
You are listening to Chakra Music.
I'm the sun, you the moon, and the light reflects. Complementing each other, that makes us jest. Energy shared between us is so phenomenal. Astrological thinking on the same thought pattern. Let's create a universe where the rings of Saturn. Our love goes deeper than the meanings, feelings, healings. Coasting on the wings of my eye. You're the air that I breathe. Goddess of my dreams. Put you on a pedestal, place the one above you. Got you going in circles, showing my love Jones. Putting me in a zone, making this house a home. A long way to take for you to realize. Open up your third eye. Enoch is just God in the physical. Queen, I'm just a man. I need you to understand that I'm God in the physical. I'm the sun, you the moon, and the light reflects.
Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. 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 Don't stop, baby.
www.wildwood.com.
Don't stop, baby. Don't stop.
/shows. Mental Salvation Radio.
Sell me dreams, tell me things, all that amazing shit. Love on top when we rock, not for these other bitches. Even if it's for a minute, I don't give a damn because you know I'm with it. All your lies give me life, I gotta like it here. Crazy cause I know the truth, but I still want you near. You don't even know I know it. You don't even know I know when that you hoeing. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop it.
It's important to properly dispose of unwanted medication or sharps. MedProject offers free and convenient disposal options near you. To learn more, call 844-MED-PROJECT or visit medproject.org.
Don't just dream about paradise. Live it with Fiji Airways. Escape the ordinary with Fiji Airways Cyber Monday sale. Immerse yourself in white sandy beaches or dive deep into coral reefs. Fiji Airways has flights to Nadi starting at just $719 for light and just $749 for value. Discover your tropical dreams at FijiAirways.com. That's FijiAirways.com. From here to happiness, flying direct with Fiji Airways.
Baby, don't stop it. You make it easy, how you please me, keep me smiling, babe. No matter what you do to me, it always drives me crazy. The way you look me in my eyes, you don't even blink when you're telling lies. Got another situation on the other side, and you don't even think I know because I let it slide. The truth is that I really love you, but I can't accept the substitute for others. Don't stop, baby, don't stop it. Don't stop, baby, don't stop it. Don't stop, baby, don't stop it.
You are listening to Lonnie Bohem.
Don't stop, baby,
This is
don't
called
stop
La La
it.
Land.
Don't stop, baby,
Off her
don't
new
stop.
album called Lonnie.
Don't stop, baby, don't stop
All
it.
streaming platforms. Mental Salvation Radio. Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 25, season 3, January the 30th, 2021. And if you're just now tuning in with us, we just finished talking about Cecily Tyson and her contributions to the world, to the arts, to humanity. We also talked about Kobe Bryant. We also shared some information about T.I. and Tiny allegations that's going around right now. Also, Subway. We had some talks about Subway and what's going on with Subway. And Jared of Subway. Eat fresh, right? So why am I bringing up celebrities? What is the purpose of today? And today's topic is celebrities' influence. Celebrity influence. How does a celebrity influence you to be better, to be worse, to pick out your clothes, to how you live and work and motivate? How does your favorite artist or person influence you? So it's a celebrity influence. I've also read that they will try to influence the public by targeting the NBA players to get vaccinated, to get the vaccine. And that way, that will encourage or influence the general public to get vaccinated. Heard Charles Barkley talk wild about it. Like, they should jump the line because they pay more taxes. Charles, sit your ass down and shut up. Charles Barkley. He used to be my favorite NBA player, but Charles has been saying some wild, crazy stuff. But that's an influence of a celebrity. You know, Cecily Tyson was an influence to the dark skin chocolate sisters. She was an influence to women across the board. She was an influence. T.I. is an influence to up and coming artists. Tiny is an influence to those women who want to be in her shoes or want to be an artist and things of that nature. Jared of Subway is a celebrity, and he's influential in the culture because he made all of us go to damn Subway until Jared got caught up with them child pornography churning on his laptop. You feel me? But he was still influential. But then that being said, Kobe Bryant, very influential in the game of basketball and beyond basketball. Very influential. Also, when I was on Twitter, someone asked, who is a celebrity that is real down to earth, that you can like, that you just felt good of being around, that's real down to earth, that didn't let their celebrity light shine bright, that they couldn't see you? And for me, there are 3 celebrities that I can, that off the top of my head. There are more that I came in contact with, but these particular 3 persons were very influential in how I thought about them and how I saw them and how the public media, mainstream media, portrayed these artists. The first artist is KRS-One. KRS-One is an influential celebrity artist in the hip hop culture. You know, he was the top. He is, in my opinion, the top sought after MC, because he has taught at universities and colleges. He has over maybe 20 albums thus far. His catalog is huge. He has toured the world and the country, and everyone knows KRS-One. If you go to Russia, they know KRS-One. And he is the founder and owner of the Temple of Hip Hop. And I have all of KRS-One's albums to date. I mean, actual CDs to date. And I first came in contact with KRS-One at the 930 Club. And it was very monumental to see him rock a show. And when he said, look, he told the 930 staff or whoever was running the 930 at that particular time, he said, yo, turn off the AC. I said, what? It was summer when we saw him. Turn off the AC. When they turned the AC off in that jump, man, it got extremely hot. And he went right into The Bridge Is Over. Dun, 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 dun. I said, ooh. Very monumental, influential for me, because being an artist and an MC, I look up to KRS-One as an MC and an artist. At that point, I was looking up to him as he's very influential in my rhyme and my showmanship and how I carried myself as an MC, right? Moving forward to that, I got involved with the Temple of Hip Hop. Moving forward with that, I met my good brother, who I'm still great friends with till this day, Malik One, who then I met Minister Server, who then we sat down with the teacher, KRS-One. And when we sat down, when I met KRS-One at a hotel in Washington, D.C., in the meeting, like a boardroom they had, we were sitting at a rectangular table. KRS-One came in like 30 minutes later. All of us was sitting down there. It was maybe like 2 or 3 of us who was privy to have this meeting with him. And this meeting probably was in 2003. Had this meeting in 2003 with KRS-One. And he sat down and told us about what the Temple of Hip Hop is and what it does. He gave us things to read. And 3 months later, I was on tour with KRS-One. Because I was on a special assignment to do the self-destruction, Stop the Violence, the self-destruction part 2, to gather all of the MCs on that. So I reached out to J. Rooter Damage, or Wise Intelligent. DJ Evil D was gonna make the beat and things of that nature. Now that didn't transpire. That shit fell. It didn't work. He ended up KRS-One ended up doing the Stop the Violence joint anyway with some other artists. But that's neither here or there. It was a great learning experience, and I learned from that experience. But being on tour with him showed me other things that was very influential. How do they get the go about doing the tour? Where are they going? How do we set up this venue from shitty to dope? You know, big up to Harold. because I was basically coattailing Harold of how to get these things done, from the engineering, from the sound check, to making the venue look dope before all of you guys come in to check out a show, how to get KRS-One from the hotel to the venue, the back ways to get him in and without anybody stopping him or anything of that nature, how to get him out of the venue after the show is done when he did his meet and greet. It was a very monumental time in my life, and I was able to call KRS-One any and every time. Recently saw KRS-One, not recently, but a couple of years ago, saw KRS-One at Howard Theater, and he was like, "Oh, my people in the house." That's very influential because he is someone I look up to in the hip hop generation, in the hip hop world, in the hip hop universe. So the second person that's very influential to me, that showed me a different side of them, is Ice-T. Yeah, Ice-T. He had a song called Cop Killer. He got heat for that song. A Body Count. He got heat for that. He got a lot of heat for that. But me and a good sister of mine, Sister Angela Muhammad, helping filming a documentary called The Million Man March, The Untold Story of the Million Man March, right? And we were interviewing so many people leading up to editing and of editing and things of that nature. And one day she said, Enoch, she called me and said, "Enoch, we're looking to interview an artist, goes by the name of Ice-T, and we're waiting for them to hit us back, wait for his people to hit us back, but we might have to go to New York." And I was like, "Yo, whatever, just let me know." She called me back probably like a couple of weeks later and said, "Enoch, are you ready to go?" And I'm like, "Go where?" She's like, "We're going to New York to interview Ice-T." I said, "Oh shit," in the back of my head, because I'm not going to say "oh shit" to Sister Angela Muhammad. I said that in the back of my head. I said, "Oh shit, let's go." And we had to hook up, got on the train, the Amtrak, rode up to New York. One day, rode up to New York, took a cab from the train station to the set of, what is that? I'm about to Google that joint right now while I'm talking to y'all. We got in the taxi, and we was going to the set of where Ice-T was shooting the TV show. He was shooting the TV show, and the TV show was called, damn, I cannot remember right now. Oh man, this is a killer right now. This is a killer. Law and Order. Woo. Law and Order was the show set that we were going to. So when we arrived, we talked to the concierge. Said, "Hey, Sister Angela was like, we're here to see Mr. Ice-T," and she said, "Okay, well, sit right here. I'll let him know you're here." Ice-T comes to the lobby. He said, "Oh man, it is great to meet y'all. It is awesome to meet you, Sister Angela. I'm really happy that you contacted me to be a part of this documentary." Mind you, he was like eating. He was just finished eating. He was just, wiping his hands. He walked us to his dressing room. In the dressing room was a big couch, video games, things, just, stuff that was for him. And he was eating like swine. He was eating like, "Hey, you want some bacon? I got some bacon here." He offered us bacon. Sister Angela was like, "Nah, I'm good." But it was very influential because he was down to earth. His phone rang. It was little Ice-T on the phone. he answered the phone. When he got off the phone with his son, he explained to us his son was coming to New York, spend some time with him. They're going to do some father and son thing. And he offered us to stay around if we wanted to after the interview. He walked us on to the set and to meet some of the other actors and actresses that was there. He took photos with us. I still got that photo to this day. But I thought that was very influential to me because as the media will portray him to be a cop killer or even writing the song about that, and seeing Ice-T in New Jack City, seeing Ice-T in Surviving the Game, seeing Ice-T in different roles, as maybe someone who's a hood dude or a stigma with him. When I met him, he was very humble, down to earth, a very personable guy, and I definitely appreciate that from Ice-T. So big up to Ice-T. Thank you so much for being responsive. Thank you so much for being who you are to this day, and speaking your mind, man. Definitely appreciate that. Also, my third and not final. My third, because I only have three. But he's not a third. He's not a second. He's not a first. Neither of the persons that I'm talking about are first, second, or third. They're very, very influential to me. And this person, wow, very, very influential, I think, to the world, whether you love him or hate him. Whether you love him or hate him, he is very influential to the culture in which we call life. He's very foreseeing. He is very, some people would call him taboo. Some people would call him all type of names other than his name. Some people will put you through the litmus test of him to see how much you love him or hate him or disapprove what he's talking about or any negative thoughts. And I am talking about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I don't know where to start with the feeling that I had when I first met him. I do know the feeling that I had when the school.
Why don't more infant formula companies use organic, grass-fed whole milk instead of skim? Why don't more infant formula companies use the latest breast milk science? Why don't more infant formula companies run their own clinical trials? Why don't more infant formula companies use more of the proteins found in breast milk? Why don't more infant formula companies have their own factories instead of outsourcing their manufacturing? We wondered the same thing. So we made ByHeart, a better formula for formula. Learn more at byheart.com.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Did not teach us about Minister Farrakhan. The feeling that I had when the school didn't teach us about Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and you learn about these particular men on your own. And I have a magazine that I still have that I think that says the most hated man in the world, or most hated something. And watching and learning and listening to the minister Louis Farrakhan, his passion for black people, his passion for the truth, his passion for credibility, his passion for his people was very notable to me. It was very high spiritual. It was very like, damn, this guy right here is about that life. And when I first heard of the minister, Louis Farrakhan, that was 1990. 1990. You know, when I saw him on Arsenio Hall, I was like, ooh, Arsenio about to get canceled because he gonna have the minister on here, and people already don't like him. People already don't like the minister. They love Arsenio. They loved Arsenio Hall. But now you got the minister on here. Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch this. I'm up all night to watch this. And the whole show was dedicated to Minister Louis Farrakhan. And hearing people talk bad about him, and me not knowing him personally, you know, it could be very impressionable that you can go the wrong way and be like, yeah, I don't like the minister because he don't like white people. I don't like the minister because he always talking down on the government and the man, and you know, he did this and he did that and blah 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 blah. You know, that was all in my head. Once again, big up to Sister Angela Muhammad. We were on the heels of doing the Untold Story, the Million Man March, and the center person of that story was the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and she was gearing up to interview him, you know. And the first time I met him, I was the only Rastafarian in like that setting. It was a closed setting. It was at a hotel in Virginia, and it was a meeting room. They cleared the meeting room out. They set up the lights and cameras. I was there as a photographer, shooting or photographing the minister in awe, because I was basically sitting in Indian style. Like, you know how you sit down at your grandfather's feet and listen to all the good stories granddad has. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was a grandchild listening to granddad tell stories, and I'm taking photos and things of that nature. But when the minister first walked in, he was singing the song "At Last," and it was so funny because it took so long to get this interview with the minister. And he was saying, "At last, we have this meeting." After the meeting, we presented him with gifts. Presented him with a rose quartz crystal. And I presented him with a shirt said, "You can't check yourself," because I knew the minister had prostate cancer, and said, "You can't check yourself. And if you could check yourself, you're a bad boy." And when I said that, the minister fell out laughing. And I was like, all of the stuff they said about the minister can't not be true, because I don't feel what they're talking about this guy right here. And I got a new perspective of the minister right then and there. The second time I met the minister, I forgot what boxing match was going to be that day. Once again, we were in Virginia. Sister Angela brought me out there again to meet the minister again, because now the documentary that I edited was basically ready to go. It's been ready to go. So we wanted to present Minister Louis Farrakhan with that documentary that he was a part of. So it's the untold story of the Million Man March, directed, created by Sister Angela Muhammad. And when we presented it to him, he was already eating. He was done eating. We took photos with him, and he shook our hand. We was allowed to hug him. We was allowed to talk to him for at least 30 minutes. And I was like, damn, I just felt like I left Granddad's house. So he's very influential to the culture of hip hop. He's very influential to the culture of life and to black people, whether you like him or not. I love the Minister Louis Farrakhan. Yes, he speaks harsh. Yes, he speaks hardcore. Yes, he speaks with passion and love. And grandparents do that. Fathers do that. Mothers do that because they want us to live and do better. We may not follow. We may not be followers of the Nation of Islam, but we are partakers in the culture because we as hip hop heads love the minister, or should love the Minister Louis Farrakhan, because he brought us all together. You know, even Vlad said some negative things about the Minister Louis Farrakhan, and hip hop got on his ass about it. So we know how influential the minister is to Royce the 5'9". We know how influential the minister is to Lord Jamar. We know how influential he is to black men. Whether you agree or disagree, he's still influential. But when somebody outside of the culture disrespects the minister, boy, they're going to have killer bees on their ass. So my influential celebrities who influence me and the thinking about how I thought about them and how they have been perceived through social media all changed when I met them physically, when I met them in person, down to earth. And that was KRS-One, Ice-T, and the minister Louis Farrakhan. We'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
If it ain't authentic, I don't want it.
The grass is greener on this other side. I can't believe that you gon' let it slide. You must be crazy. How you ain't choose me. The grass is greener on this other side. I can't believe that you gon' let it slide. You must be crazy. How you ain't choose How me. You ain't looking for me, baby, baby. Talking about those issues and problems you seen lately. Lonnie got this love that you need. Come get this greatness. You're content with all the stress that she brings, and I ain't hating. I'm just saying, girlfriend, bring you down just like she's gravity. I'm gonna pick you up if you can trust in me. Should never have to complicate the finer thing. This love is on your brain, I know you feel the same. If you're looking for me, you know where I be, babe. If you need closure from her, 'cause it could be worse, but I'm better. The grass is greener on this other side. I can't believe that you gon' let it slide. You must be crazy. How you ain't choose me. The grass is greener on this other side. I can't believe that you gon' let it slide.
Mental Salvation Radio. www.wowuradio.com/show.
Don't you worry about things because I got you. I would never take you for granted, never doubt you. All the potential I see, but then she robs you from everything that you can be, and I'll be proud to show it to you. You can let it go now and just get with me. I will give you everything that you never seen. No matter if you're high or if you're feeling low, I will water you, baby, I'll help you grow. If you're looking for me, you know where I be, babe. If you need closure from her, 'cause it could be worse. The grass is greener on this other side. I can't believe that you gon' let it slide. You must be
Mental Salvation Radio. This is podcast number 25, and today's date is January the 30th, 2021, season 3. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, whether you tune in live with us today, or you choose to download it to all of your devices so you can listen to the show. And if you have any suggestions about show topics or stories you want me to tell, please do not hesitate to email me at M as in Mary, S as in Sam, radio podcast at gmail.com. Once again, that's M as in Mary, S as in Sam, radio podcast at gmail.com. All right. And before we go, y'all know, I do the good news, the great news. But before I get into the great news, I want y'all to just know what the music that you've been hearing thus far. And at the top of the hour, we played Keep On by Art, followed by Nola by Lonnie Bohem. Keep Gaining by Taisha Marie. Sade by Enoch 7 Prophet. La La Land by Lonnie Bohem. And you just heard The Other Side by Lonnie Bohem. She just released a project called Lonnie that's you can listen to it on all streaming platforms. So big up to Lonnie for releasing this dope project that was released on the 21st of this month. All right. And also you can follow her on Lonnie. That's LANI .Bohem BOHEME on Instagram. All right. Now let's get into some good news before we roll up out of here, because I have extended my stay in your brain today. So, good news for the month of January. We want to send a happy 11th anniversary, 11th wedding anniversary to Gigi Wong and her husband. You know, here's the crazy thing. When people say, say your spouse's name, like, hey, especially if you're a celebrity, especially if you are in like Hollywood in a sense, right? They will say, hey, I'm just gonna use someone's name. Michael and his wife are here with us today. Like, who the hell is Michael's wife? What's her name? So we can call her by her name, right? So I want to repeat this and say, big up to Gigi and Bolo Wong for celebrating this month their 11th wedding anniversary. Big up to Gigi Wong and Bolo Wong for their 11th year anniversary, wedding anniversary, together. Also, big up to Michelle Rollins, who had a birthday this week. Big up to Michelle Rollins, who had a birthday this week. I don't know how old she's turning, but I know she was jumping out of planes. She was parachuting out of planes at one point in time. I said, Michelle, you go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna be on the earth waiting for you to land. You feel me? So big up to Michelle, and big up to everyone who has celebrated a birthday in the month of January. And this is the end of the show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. You can tune in to Apple Podcasts. You can tune in to Google Podcasts, iHeart Radio. But if you really want the real deal, every Saturday at 12 p.m. here on www.wowtheletteradio.net/shows. Mental Salvation Radio. No matter how cloudy it gets, the sun will always shine. See you next week. And also tune in with us on Salvation Sundays on Instagram Live, Mental Salvation Radio on IG. Our guest would be When Key Speaks. Goes by Keisha Leonard. See you tomorrow. Give thanks.
Hey. I'm fading, even though this once was amazing. I don't know what to do.
Geico knows there are many reasons why you ride. From the exciting adventure of the daily commute to the peace of mind that Geico always has your back with 24/7 access to claim service and legendary customer service. But Pamela Mund had one reason in particular.
My skin is extremely averse to most fabrics, except for the soft, buttery feeling of leather. Thankfully, I found my clan of leather lovers in the biking community. It's been life-changing.
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
New Year's resolutions come and go, so your business needs more than that. Get solutions with Comcast Business. With fast internet and advanced Wi-Fi, powerful cybersecurity solutions, 24/7 support, and more. You get everything you need to bounce forward. Call for restrictions and complete details.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.